All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope y'all are having a good day so far. So I had this request to check out this video from a channel called 3 Point Revolution. I am subscribed to this channel, and I have reacted to at least a couple of these videos. The title of this one is LeBron was better, Kobe was greater. I don't know the context of this one, but honestly, I read it. It was a request, and I'm like, yeah. Sounds good. Sounds cool enough. I'll check this out. So as I'm gonna always do, or I always do, sorry, tongue twister. I'm gonna link the original video down below if you want to check out the channel. You'll also see a list of channel members in there. Shout out the channel members. No long intro here because I don't really get the context too much yet. So I'll be talking as the video goes along. Guys, like the video and I'd appreciate it. It helps out a ton. And without further ado, let's get right into this video.
And then there's the feeling of greatness. One you can measure. The other you can only feel. And no player, not even the one with the greatest resume of all time, ever made fans feel the way Kobe Bryant did. Let's be clear. LeBron James is incredible.
Remember the video from the other day where I was talking about the second you hear LeBron James, you see the block? Because Nick Wright was, was that Johnny Arnett video? Because Nick Wright is pissed off about, why do we always have to see that Jordan layup, that up at the right and then fake against the Lakers in the finals? Why do we always have to see it? Same reason we always have to see this.
Up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James.
Get over it, Nick.
James with the rejection. With 2 for the win. Tipped up and in. Will it count? LeBron James.
Stat for stat, he's arguably the most complete basketball player ever. All-time leading scorer. Top 5 in assists. 4-time champion. 19-time All-Star. Finals MVP with 3 different teams, and still productive in year 22.
Last 2 possessions, James from the same spot. LeBron 3 for 3 from 3-point range.
From 2010 to 2018, he turned the East into his personal kingdom. It didn't matter who your team was. If you were in the East, your season ended with LeBron. And off the court, his influence is undeniable. Activism, business, longevity. So yes, LeBron might retire with the greatest resume of all time.
There's nobody who has been as good for as long, meaning longevity, a sustained level of pristine excellence. LeBron James is the GOAT in that category.
Of longevity, that's just one category. Guys, don't freak out. It's one category. Yeah, the guy's played 8,000 years. He gets the longevity award until any allegations maybe possibly come out in the future, then we take that away. But outside of that, he doesn't have any of the other things that make him the GOAT.
That's exactly why this video isn't about who was better. It's about who was greater. Kobe Bryant didn't just play the game. He lived it, obsessed over it, and made you believe in the beauty of mastery.
Bryant falling away, puts it up, puts it in. What a tough shot from Kobe Bryant.
He wasn't the most efficient. He wasn't the biggest. He wasn't always the easiest teammate. But somehow, he was the player you couldn't look away from. He made you want to grab a basketball.
When did you first learn about Kobe Bryant?
Since I was born. I have loved playing basketball since I was 5 years old. I love basketball because it's a fun sport and like anyone can play it.
I hate to quote Colin, but when he said Jordan made us feel something, he was dead on. Kobe did too. Magic did too. Larry did too. all these greats made us feel something. LeBron doesn't.
Boys and girls.
He made you believe that your hard work could lead to greatness.
Yep.
If your job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be, right? To do that, you have to practice, you have to train, right? You want to train as much as you can, as often as you can.
While LeBron was polarizing, Kobe was magnetic. From the courts of Philly to the streets of Manila, one name echoed across generations: Kobe. It started with Jordan, be like Mike.
Yep.
But for a new generation, it was all Kobe.
Yep, I have a very close friend who is a little bit younger than me, and he grew up with Kobe, you know, the same way I grew up with MJ. And he'll clearly say, he says, I know Jordan's the greatest, but Kobe's my GOAT. Like, and I know a lot of people who say that too, and I'm just like, dude, I totally get it. I totally get it. You know, like, it makes perfect sense.
Kobe's style was replicatable. His moves, studyable.
The funny thing about Kobe fans and Jordan fans is you see how simple that exchange was. He wasn't like, no, man, Kobe's the GOAT over Jordan to like justify his opinion. He's like, no, man, I you know, basically saying, I know why you have Jordan as the GOAT, but this is, you know, this is why I've got Kobe as the GOAT. It's like, yep. And he does not argue with me on it, and I don't argue with him on it because it's true to, you know, for him it's true, for me it's true. And that's all we need to know. We don't need to discredit Jordan, and I don't need to discredit Kobe in order to feel better about myself that like, you know, I'd vote for this guy, you know? No, man.
His mentality, infectious.
I mean, I've reflected on it mostly my whole childhood and, you know, my whole career, honestly. And, you know, the things that he's done, you know, anybody might not be able to reach that, but just taking bits and pieces of, one, the approach, you know, the mentality, the competitive nature of it, and just trying to implement it. And
you couldn't be LeBron. You couldn't match that frame, that mix of speed and power. But Kobe, you could fade away. You could learn the footwork. You could stay late in the gym. That's why millions of kids yelled Kobe when tossing paper in the trash can.
Yep. It's
because
relatable.
He was more than a player. He was a ritual.
Yeah.
A belief.
I would say the same thing about Allen Iverson and more recently Steph Curry. That's why they inspire so many fans, or that they have so many fans, because they're very relatable. And what they've done at their height, you know, with their physical limitations in the NBA, to have that much success and to hoop out that awesome, like, it gives everybody hope that you can be 6 foot and still get this job done.
Belief system, a symbol of earned greatness.
When we would watch the film afterwards, we would just laugh. You're just like, what? Like him shooting left-handed shots.
Yeah.
Him calling out plays as our coach is calling out plays. Like, these are things that we could see on film where you're just like, what, how? Like, how does he do it? You know how he does it. But at that attention to detail, it's not weird, it's next level.
Yeah. He lives and breathes
If you're
the game.
feeling this story, drop a like and subscribe to 3 Point Revolution. We're just getting started, and the next chapters only get deeper. Now, back to the content.
Wait. When was this? 7 days ago. Yeah, it's still a new channel, you guys. 2.68 thousand subscribers. So if you guys want to check it out, it's down below in the description.
Kobe's most defining stretch came in 2009 and 2010. Back-to-back titles. Back-to-back finals MVPs. Revenge against Boston.
Yeah. What a series. Both of them.
Legacy secured the hard way. He did it while playing through broken fingers, a bum knee, and more pain than we'll ever know.
And he wasn't complaining about it, you know, the pain or anything like that. He played through all the injuries. Such a relatable dude. It's like watching a Rocky movie, you know? And then you got LeBron over there, which I keep bringing him up because he's the other half of this video. Like, in order for me to be inspired by him, I have to think about what he's willing to go through in order to do this. To cheat the game, to be angry all the time, to flop around and cheat, on the court, stack the deck with a bunch of stars all the time, allegedly juice up and do God knows what to my body in order to become like the Incredible Hulk out there and just physically dominate people. It's not that inspiring. Same thing with like Shaq, Shaq was not so inspiring. He was entertaining, but Shaq didn't make all of us feel like I could do that too. No, dude, the guy was a giant, We all knew we weren't going to be 7'1" or whatever. And whatever he was in his prime, 300 something pounds of solid muscle, like that just wasn't going to happen. It wasn't in the cards for us. But we could be 6'6". It could happen. Or we could be 6'3" or 6'4". Look at what Ant-Man's doing out there right now.
He wasn't just competing. He was enduring. And in that moment, the basketball world stopped caring about shot selection or analytics. All they saw was grit, skill, fire. That's what they remembered.
Who he was in each number would justify that no Lakers should wear 8 or 24 again.
Agreed.
The rings, the basketball IQ, the insatiable thirst to compete, the trouble he found away from the floor, all of it makes him something of a basketball sensei to modern stars who grew up idolizing him.
And that, more than stats, is what builds legacy. Some players win by moving. Others win by staying. Kobe was a Laker. From start to finish, through Shaq, through Smush Parker, through Gasol, from lottery teams to championships and back again. In an era where stars jumped ship, Kobe stayed grounded. He didn't chase rings, he built them. And that means something.
Yeah, it does.
To fans, to legacy, to the image that lives on your bedroom wall for decades. You can still wear his rookie jersey today, and it hits just as hard because he never abandoned the home team.
And that's why, like, whenever I start listing greats, it's always guys who literally built a dynasty or built, a kingdom around them. They didn't have to go to somebody else's castle and try to take it over like a lot of these players do nowadays, especially LeBron. Kobe stayed home. Yeah, well, it was turbulent at times, but he stayed home. Jordan stayed home. Bird did it. Magic did it. So far, Jokic has done it. Giannis has done it so far. Dirk Nowitzki did it. All these guys that I always talk about, Russell did it. Yeah, of course, he was under great circumstances. But yeah, I always list all these guys. Steph Curry has done it. I'm never listing the guys who ring chased, because it's not the same meaning. At that point, like, for instance, say Charles Barkley would have won a championship in Houston, to me, that's more of Hakeem Olajuwon's accomplishment and less of Charles Barkley's accomplishment, because he joined Hakeem's castle, Same way if he would have gone to the Bulls and won some championships with MJ. Well, he joined Jordan's castle, you know what I mean? And then he won that way. So it's just not the same feel for me. Jason Kidd is an interesting one for me because he started in Dallas and then he won in Dallas eventually after going to Phoenix and New Jersey.
And that matters.
Kobe Bryant, first player ever with 2 numbers retired, number 8 and number 24. And the list of players that are on the court, incredibly impressive. We're at halftime, Warriors-Lakers on Kobe Bryant night.
LeBron.
Bro, tell me what you guys think about this. Should the Bulls have retired 45? I think they should have.
James may have achieved more, but greatness isn't only measured in numbers. It's measured in resonance, in impact, in how people feel when they think of you. LeBron might be remembered like Wilt, a giant of stats, a force of nature. But Kobe will be remembered like MJ.
Yeah, it will.
Not just for what he did, but for what he meant. Mamba mentality became a way of life for players, for fans, for anyone chasing excellence. This isn't about hate. It's about legacy. LeBron James was better, more efficient, more versatile, maybe even the most accomplished player of all time. But Kobe Bryant was greater, more loved, more mimicked, more felt. He made fans cry. He made rivals admire. He made the game feel poetic.
Is that?
He made...
That's D Wade and AI grieving together. Damn.
Rivals admire.
Damn.
He made the game feel poetic. There's greatness you can measure, and greatness you can never forget. And that's why when history looks back, it just might say, LeBron was better, but Kobe was greater.
Kobe is an intellectual. He doesn't have much patience for what he considers to be idiocy. He definitely values those that paved the way, that played in a different time in a different system. Now, old school guys that value him, because Kobe's a guy that believes that they value him more than they value somebody like LeBron.
Yeah.
Like we talked about Jordan.
If you like this story,
I did.
Check out LeBron was better, Steph was greater. And for more Kobe legacy, don't miss our breakdown of Kobe's godlike 2010 season. Streaming now.
Did I react to the LeBron was better, Steph was greater one? I feel like it feels very familiar. Oh man. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. 100% though, that thing he said at the end about the greats and how the greats feel. There's a reason why the greats are usually so protective over Kobe, and that's because of the mutual respect. So Kobe approached all of these greats. Like there's more and more of these guys are coming out and talking about it little by little, that Kobe went to them individually with a lot of respect to pick their brains basically and learn off of them. That's a sign of respect from a young man, you know? So as an old head like me, if somebody ever approaches me like that, I'm like, all right, respect for respect, young man. You know, let's get you that info you need, you know, and then I'm going to be rooting for you. And he did that with a lot of people. You know, it's not just Jordan. We talk about the Jordan one a lot, but it wasn't just him. It was Bill Russell and Reggie Miller, and like the list goes on, you guys. So people, I think at the end of the day, people are always going to respect his journey a lot more than LeBron, who, you know, I've listed 1,000 reasons already why, but also because instead of respecting the greats who came before him, he goes out of his way constantly to discredit those greats. It's a different ball game now, man. You know, you do that and you're hitting people on a personal level like that, well, they're not going to respect you. You know, and then us fans who are fans of those players, well, now we don't respect you either. So it's different. Kobe has way more respect than LeBron could ever fathom. So with that, I'm going to head out. Guys, thank you for watching. Go check out the channel for the 3-Point Revolution. The link is down in the description. Like the vid, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And most importantly, it's the be water, my friends.